Hello, Jammer family. It's Wendy here, and I have some fun news, I think. Do we remember this doll from the last thrifting video? I've since found out it's a Polly Pocket, and she probably came from the pet boutique, Glam and Glitz Pet Boutique. And I put in there that I was infatuated with her. I put some funny pictures on Instagram. I'll add those in here. And I was in the store, so this was like, came in a package of 10 for $1.50 items. And this silly little thing that would cost about 15 cents sparked off in that store some immediate ideas and fun. You know, I love dolls, obviously, and she's a little one. I didn't expect Polly Pocket, but I don't know. There's just, she had the articulation, and that just cracked me up, and I was infatuated with her for days. She was sitting on my side table, and I kept reposing her. So I wasn't a huge fan of Polly Pockets, although I love the Bluebird compacts, and someday hope to gain some of those. But I had never seen an articulated one. So it got me thinking. We had something at home. Excuse me. This is going to be a project that I'm going to do on the side. I want you all to let me know how interested you would be. I do love my dolls, but they're more my muse, I always say, because they inspire me to do things like this. And it's the crafting that I love so much. This one will be slow, but I just wanted to let you know where I'm going in the next 6 months. And if you're interested and you want some updates on where this might be, I definitely got Monster High stuff I want to finish first. And or get to, because it's been far too long. Lots of things, everything, whatever. This is just yet another pile, but luckily it's a small pile and a small scale. This is, Gracie had this. She got it a long time ago, this castle, and it's perfect. So I've figured out that this is Barbie's 1/6. This is 1/24 or half. Is it half scale? I think. No, it's not quite. Yeah, it's half scale. Fits this doll perfectly, and Grace had this sitting around. You can see that she painted it and worked on it, and she was much younger. My goodness, I think this has been sitting in her closet for 2 years, and it seems about the right scale for her. So I guess this is just showing you the beginning of a completely beginning of an idea. I'm excited to work with a different scale, and I'm just collecting things. Luckily it doesn't take a lot of more space. Now, you know, I did my dollhouse within a dollhouse. And I really enjoyed that scale. And this one just, I don't know, I'd like to work it into this doll room, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. But here's what I'm starting with. And I've already started writing little ideas for, actually I'm not sure when I'll show this. I actually have done a little shopping for it. Not much. I have decided I'm not going to use Polly Pocket furniture. That just gave me a headache. That she has so much. Oh my goodness. And half of it won't fit in here, so I'm going to make a lot of it. I'm going to buy some items. I'm going to hit up my Tan's Craft later because they have 1/24 scale. Just kind of buying some stuff and getting ready. A garden. That's a big round. Yeah, that's what it is. So definitely let me know your interest as of right now. If you're watching this, this is where I am. I've collected some things up that I've had around that might be of use. I want to go with a fairy theme. Yeah, I'm going to talk and tickle here. I'm going to put that in Mira's room, the red, as was suggested. And their clothes, oh, that gave me a headache too looking at them, although I've got some. These are leftover fabrics and trims from the Ever After High stuff and whatever. And I think I can use some of this has been left over from each dorm room, and in pieces. That will be no money spent to do that. So we'll just see what I got. Oh, so I was talking about the clothes. I want to make little fairy clothes. I want to fix their hair. So these seem just so simple. If you'll recognize some of this stuff. Oops, that's comes down. So that's where I am with that. And now I had to do some research, and I found out that this was the first thing I ordered. I thought her boyfriend got rooted hair, and it's called STYLIN Pose. There was 2 versions of her in STYLIN Pose that had the articulation, but they didn't have the bangs, so that's why I think it's the other one. Thanks to everybody who joined in on that one. So this is her boyfriend Rick. There's not many characters. That's a plus. Here is what's on the back. These are so tiny. It's amazing. So there's Leah, Leela, Polly again, and Shawnee. And I think that about, including Rick, I think that sums up the characters. But anyway, let's see. So I got some other dolls, and it's been quite an interesting search. And while sitting around waiting for things to happen, it's kind of filled my time in a wonderful way. So he is fully articulated in any of the STYLIN Pose is. Let me show you the other things I got. But I'm going to need a tripod because I don't have Gracie to help me. So in this quest to find those characters, I'm learning a little bit more about them, which is fun. This was my next thing I ordered. So this is how the pack came, and I didn't know what I wanted it for. Was this one here, which is Shawnee, and in the pictures I could tell the skin tone difference, so I definitely knew it was her. And I had ordered that. That was very slow. That just came in the mail like yesterday. The pictures, you know how pictures are, but she's articulated. This wasn't a lot of money. I think it was like $7, so I can't complain much. But in the pack came some extras. I was hoping he would be articulated. He is not. He's the usual, but he's an extra, who knows. And this is kind of how this grew. So these ones are not articulated. They're pretty. I can see a difference in this one. I was hoping this dress was fabric, and it is. And she's got a little bracelet on, or sorry, a necklace. So I was fascinated by that. Now someone else, JB Sabin, told me that possibly their hair is not as great quality. So I figured some of these heads I can practice on and see if their hair will hold up to a little bit of abuse to work on, or I don't know, just that's the way it came. So we got that. So we got Shawnee now. Definitely Shawnee's in the mix. Oops, Shawnee needs to move her head around. Or maybe some of those extras we can just put around. There's a lot of room for dolls, although I want the articulated ones more. So this is funny. So I ordered this. This had some other dolls in it that were, I don't know what they were. But next to it, I didn't recognize them and couldn't tell the skin tone. And I asked the lady, and I said, does she have purple eyes? And it sure does look like she's got purple eyes. Get this open. So she thought it was, ooh, is it, let me see, Leela, with the, because they're both brunettes. But lo and behold, she was wrong. But this seller, well, I don't remember what order. Anyway, I could, no, yeah, was it? No, it was the other one that happened. I'm confused because this is the same hat that's on that one. So I was for sure that this was that one, and it's still attached. So now we ended up with two of the same exact Shawnees. But that's okay. Maybe we can give them a haircut or different hairstyles, and they'll look different either way. They're articulated. So that started opening the doors for whatever. So here is what that came with. They're just clothes, and there is a stand in this one, or is it the other one? Some little hangers might come in handy. I'll just set the clothes aside. Who is into Polly Pockets? I know a few people who are. Oh, there is a stand right there. So I got one stand. I love those those, what are they called? The compacts. I was thinking of getting some, but that's just something that goes right on the shelf and collects dust. There's not really any play, and they're so beautifully painted that I wouldn't need to repaint them. So next, check this out. So I finally found a picture on Google of Leah Ballet with her clothes, and here confirming that she was articulated to help me search, but there was none on eBay. So I checked up Polly Pocket Doll Lot. Yes, I looked up that many things, and I found this listing as ballerina on the very last page. There she was on the left. 20 bucks was a little too high, so I sent her a nice letter, and this kind lady offered her to me alone for 10 bucks. So here was, here's my next package, which is so awesome. This seller was so good. The redhead, I looked through over 1,100 things and searches on Amazon. Seen her in that one ad, asked the lady, hey, do you mind splitting that up? I really only want this. I don't want the other one. And I don't want the play piece that came with it. She's like, oh yeah, I want to make my customers happy. So I finally got the redhead, who is Leah. And that is the same exact one that's on there. There was no package. The only one with the articulation, I should say. So that was, I almost jumped up and down with glee to gain her. Her hair needs some work, unfortunately, but too cool. So she is articulation, and we have our red-headed little soon-to-be someday fairy to add. Let's put her over here. So that's, oh, we already found. So going through that lady's stuff, I was now trying to find Leela, since I knew I didn't have the proper Leela. And that left me with going to that same seller. I was like, she was just so awesome. Oh, here she is right here. Yeah, she was fabulous. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna look through her stuff. She was so good. So I found this here little package. There is some shoes in there, boots. Those will come in handy. I got confused looking at shoes and boots because it looks like there's different sizes of Polly Pockets, and yeah, I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to do the wrong one. So I'll deal with what I got, or maybe you guys can offer some tips on how I'll know. So this pack had 3 articulated dolls, which is fantastic. And it had 2 Leelas. So you can now here tell much better the difference in skin tone. And it said one had brown eyes, I think, and she has purple eyes. And her eyes were supposed to be brown, but they look pretty much purple to me. So that definitely made some confusion, but then that was when I was like, you know what, we're just going to have more fairies change up their hair. Now this one I might change a head with one of those first ones. Maybe practice on this one, who knows. But that gave us more little gems to put in our little thing here. So she's the brunette. I didn't know if the colors of the bathing suits made a difference and tell you who's who. I guess that doesn't really seem to apply. I would love to hear any stories of your Polly Pocket adventures. This is, I don't even think they make them anymore. So here's the last pack I got from this lady. So what I wanted was, I want the rooted hair the most. So what's in here? So I ordered from this lady at our best offer. There's some shoes in there, which is fabulous. And it was just this. Not very expensive. And it was a little boy version. I think his name is Dylan. You don't see a lot about him, but he is got rooted hair and it's brown. So I thought, well, he looks like Hunter's hair. So I thought that would make a great addition. Now he did not come in a articulated version, so at that point I hadn't received him yet. I was hoping to no luck. So he is not articulated, and that's okay. I guess we'll make him stand somewhere, and that works. At least we got one boy that'll be able to sit. So that's Dylan. Now, what was sweet about this is this seller threw in 2 more, which was really nice. And the shoes, which was just a really sweet, sweet gesture. Very, very kind. I'll play again with the hair maybe. She's got a blue streak in there. I don't mind him with his rooted hair. He might be helpful as an extra boy to put around. I don't know. So that's where I am on this. And definitely would enjoy your thoughts. And, you know, we're usually Monster High and Ever Try, but I'm also a dollhouse crafter. So that's where I'm at with that. I'm going to show you a picture. Oh, he's got green eyes. He definitely has to be added. Yeah, and I'm going to make most of the furniture. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. Fun for me anyway, personally. And I'm going to show you, I did find out Mark's has, old Mark's house from the 50s had the right scale. But, yeah, I wasn't sure, like the kitchen wasn't going to fit. They got some awesome stuff. I'll leave a picture of some stuff I seen at Michael's or Joann's, I forget, but maybe both. That was the right scale. Fancy, but I didn't have the room for it. But if you were going to do a Polly Pocket house, it's kind of cool because if you wanted to have fun and get detailed, you really could do it in this size and not take up a lot of space. So one little itty bitty thing from the thrift store for 15 cents turned in to this. Yet another pile. Happily, the pile is not too big. Okay, taking off. Gonna go set this aside because I do have other things to do that I've promised you first. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful night. See you next time.